Breaking news. According to Adam Schefter, Mike McCarthy will not be fired. I repeat, Adam Schefter has reported nothing. Nothing has happened. Can you do that? That seems counterintuitive to news. Welcome to Shut Up Football. I'm Jeff Stoltzfus. That's Kevin. You know, Kevin is kind of like this show's Adam Schefter. He gets all the insider information too. He just doesn't share it, which is kind of the most important part. Greedy, that one. It's like they say, you can lead a man to fish, but you can't make them water. We'll get to the roast in a second, but first, remember last year's NFL draft when CJ Stroud's mental processing was called into question? All because he got a low score on some test. Well, it turns out that might have been some grade A bullshit. The creators of the S2 cognitive test, which was used to evaluate players, have told the Wall Street Journal that his test results are potentially invalid. 1,000 people take the test every year, and apparently a dozen or two get flagged as potentially unreliable, aka wrong! Stroud lit the NFL on fire in his rookie season, and then wafted the fumes into his young He-Man-like lungs to achieve a sort of ephemeral high. Kind of undermines your test when the negative variance can reach completely useless. And way to keep that under wraps for nearly a year. Not that Stroud's complaining. If anything, he should send the test makers a gift basket or some kind of edible arrangement for slipping past the Panthers at 1. And now, the roast. Welcome to Baltimore, the city that killed Edgar Allan Poe. Famous for Crab and Old Bay, which is a nickname I sometimes use on the missus. She does not like it. It was Ravens head coach John Harbaugh versus rookie head coach and stock photo from your dentist office, Demeco Ryans. A pimp was there. It was below freezing and it felt like it was in the low teens. R. Kelly would have loved it. Todd Monken looks like a guy who'd sell me a computer out of a van.
There's the faces attached to the bodies of that very good offensive line.
That's right, Joe. All of the Ravens linemen come with faces this year. A luxury for sure, but they seem to like it. Justin Tucker came out for a 53-yard field goal into the wind. They called him the GOAT, and now all I want to see is goats kicking footballs. How is that not the Pro Bowl? CJ Stroud was called for intentional grounding, and corner Arthur Millette looked like an action figure stuck in karate chop mode. Diabetic Birdman was there. Thanks for taking time away from my nightmares. They made a Lamar Jackson animation using all the artists they don't train AI with. Lamar ran him down to the goal line and then hit Nelson Agholor for 6. Steven Sims took a punt return 67 yards to the house and got him even again. CJ Stroud's mom was thrilled, but I'm more interested in the Ravens fan beside her, who ran the gamut of faces from a Scooby-Doo cartoon. Troy Aikman and Joe Buck sported the latest fashion, trash bags with boobs. Before the half, Texans had a chance to go up by 3, but kicker Kaimi Fairbairn missed a 47-yard field goal. I'm sure he's a kind soul, but he suffers from resting revenge face. At halftime, Scott Van Pelt and Ryan Clark endured sub-freezing temperatures. They couldn't find an empty office? What kind of sick halftime show consists of 2 men slowly dying before our eyes? And why couldn't it have been Tony Romo instead? I can't feel my extremities. I'm dying, Jim. Jim? No! Jim! Later, Adam Schefter joined them. Adam, if you would, update us on what it's like to feel. Lamar came back to the field shy. Come on, show me that pretty face. Ah, he's like a llama. Jackson drove him down the field and scampered in for points on a designed run. The Texans pulled out a trick play where they made 4 yards disappear. Ta-da! Isaiah likely got up and stole a pass off a defender's head for a touchdown. Never a good time to invite hypothermia as your +1. Dalvin Cook made a cameo. Hi, Dalvin. The Ravens pounded the ball and drained the clock. Lamar Jackson got another rushing touchdown and put the game out of reach. I just love how he carries the ball like a dead pet turtle on the way to the trash can. Ravens win. Welcome to San Francisco, Santa Clara, and a stadium bankrolled by Big Denim. The Packers ate half the first quarter but only came away with 3. Our first glimpse of kicker Anders Carlson, a man whose neck doesn't seem structurally capable of supporting his head. Packers got the ball back and milked the remainder of the quarter like an old sow. Christian McCaffrey needed, help. How does that job read on a resume? Packers went for it on 4th and inches and didn't get it. Tush pushes are over, boys. Defenses have finally figured out how to stop it. Hit the quarterback in the face. Hard to make the line to gain without a fucking face. Dre Greenlaw palmed him in the forehead like a toddler making hands for his ho-hos. Brock Purdy evaded pressure and launched one for George Kittle at the goal line. The Pack sputtered again, and this time, Discount Tony Stark learned his lesson. He sent the special teams out, and the human lollipop got him 3. Deebo Samuel took a hit and was forced to go medical camping. He never returned to the field. Jake Moody's field goal was blocked before the half. Colby Wooden got a hand on it, sending them into the half up by 1. The Packers tried another quarterback sneak in the second half, but it was denied by referee fuckery. LaFleur had to challenge the spot. Check the ref's trunk. I bet it's filled to the brim with relaxed fit jeans. It was Jordan Love pelting Bo Melton for a score. He was all alone and dragging toes. Shit got real by the Gatorade coffin. Is that where Deebo went? Is he soaking in a pool of grape-flavored electrolytes, only to rise 3 days later like some fast twitch Jesus? Christian McCaffrey shook off Darnell Savage like he was extended family at Christmas and took it for points. On the ensuing kick, Keyshawn Nixon had a big return, but he coughed it up at the end, only to see Eric Wilson pounce on it. Tucker Kraft got the short touchdown to put him back on top. They went for 2, and Aaron Jones converted it. Love threw a junk ball and was picked off by Dre Greenlaw. He forgot about Dre, just like the song predicted. Luckily, for the Pack, it only turned into one very moody field goal. In the 4th, there was a short and curly on the sky cam. How did that get there? Said George Kittle through a veil of nervous laughter. Aaron Jones broke off a 53-yard run, but the drive stalled, so they brought out Sven Bobblehead again. This time, he missed. He's the missinest kicker in the league. Coach LaFleur said he prays every time Carlson kicks. Great idea. Children are dying in wars, but ring up the Lord every time you trot your useless leg jockey out there for 3. McCaffrey ran one up the middle again for points. Jordan Love heaved a shit ball in the triple coverage and was picked clean like a Thanksgiving turkey. Greenlaw again. Oh God, the humanity. There's melted cheese everywhere. From the town that inspired RoboCop, it was Baker Mayfield versus Jared Goff in the battle of discarded former first-round picks. Detroit waved their tiny towels. Apparently, everybody came straight from the gym. The Lions took turns laying Mayfield out and folding him like fresh laundry. Mayfield had a pass tipped, and it was intercepted by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Kicker Michael Badgley broke the seal with the game's first points. But the Bucs responded with equal disappointment, getting a stupid field goal of their own. Jared Goff connected with Josh Reynolds for a score.
I just think it would be cool if you all changed your name to Baker. We could be the fabulous Baker Boys.
Cheese it, here comes Stinky Charlie. Mayfield hit tight end Cade Otton for 6, thanks to a rub on dollar store Thor, Alex Anzalone. They went into the half all tied up. In the second half, Lions dug deep into their roster with a huge gain from Brock Wright.
Now you've got your 330-pound all-star going down on a cornerback.
Followed by a touchdown by Craig Reynolds. Baker beat the blitz and fed Rashad White like a baby deer for a score. But in the 4th, Jahmyr Gibbs was Zeus, fueled by stool softener. Straight lightning shot right out of the ass. But the Lions weren't done yet. Jared Goff launched a rainbow for the very un-Irish St. Brown for another score. Half a dozen for amon-ra. Mayfield launched a missile for Mike Evans in the end zone, and the Bucs weren't going quietly. Why is Todd Bowles always smiling, even when he's losing? He looks like he's just waiting for you to discover the poison. Derek Barnes snagged Mayfield's final pass, the nail in the coffin. Paint the town blue. Lions win. Welcome to Buffalo, and another matchup between a Native American-themed franchise versus that thing they famously hunted. It was colder than a Yeti's nuts, and just as hairy. That sticker from the back of pickup trucks was there. The Bills set the tone on their first play, fumbling and smacking it out of bounds. Are you ready for a shit show? Kicker Tyler Bass barely made the chip shot field goal, and everything with eyebrows raised at least one. Harrison Butker hit one of his own from 47 yards out. The Bills pounded the ball, and Josh Allen trotted for the first touchdown. Patrick Mahomes was made king of the NFL, but I didn't vote for him. Suck a butt, King. Harrison Butker made another stupid field goal.
The Bills' defense made a controversial move, leaving Travis Kelce completely uncovered in the end zone. The touchdown caused Jason Kelce's shirt to explode, and his nipples came screaming out. Allen ran him down the field and pounded another one across for points. He's like a white Cam Newton without the burden of funky fashion or a Super Bowl appearance.
And now it's time for grown men being awkward with touch.
They went into the half with the Bills up by 4. In the third, Mahomes hit Kelce again, and he smashed it in for a second score. Allen rolled to his left and threw a strike to Khalil Shakir for another Bills touchdown. Pacheco slammed into the end zone for 6. Taylor was excited, but curiously left her shirt on. The Bills faked a punt, and it fooled exactly no one. The Chiefs didn't even have enough guys on the field. Maybe the playoffs isn't time to be workshopping new material. They gave the ball to the Chiefs at the 32-yard line. Luckily for them, Mecole Hardman fumbled the ball into the end zone for a touchback. Josh Allen scrambled again, but the ball squirted out, and they were lucky to retain possession. The Bills did everything they could to piss this game away. Tyler Bass attempted a 44-yard field goal to tie the game, and no! He put the ass in Bass. The Bills were denied any semblance of joy, forced back into the murky cold abyss of the offseason, likely to become temporary Ravens fans next week. Chiefs win.
And now it's time for the soft pretzel of the week.
Yummy.
I hate to repeat myself. Lots of people deserve a pretzel for a variety of reasons. But the pretzel goes to Jason Kelce again. He partied with the fans of Buffalo prior to the game, ripped his shirt off after his brother scored a touchdown, came out of the box and lifted kids up so Taylor Swift could see their signs, took pictures with fans. Just take your pretzel, Kelce. Take all the pretzels. He's probably just gonna give them all away anyway. Thanks for watching Shut Up Football. Leave your comments below. Say hi to your mom for me, and we'll catch you next week. Peace!
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boy.
All right, well, I screwed that up. Oh, no! Press the wrong button. Blah, blah, blah. Meow, meow.